I have a one son, what's the rule explaining that mistake? Intuitively I know it's wrong, but having done some research I didn't find any rule that would directly prohibit usage of an article before a number in a sentence like that. I understand that a and in them and of themselves mean one, but there must be some rule.
The word that describes the function of one or a in this context is determiner, Wikipedia. Determiners are different from adjective, and always come before adjectives. From the above, determiners may be subcategorized as predeterminers, central determiners and postdeterminers, based on the order in which they can occur. For example, all my many very young children uses one of each. My all many very young children is not grammatically correct because a central determiner cannot precede a predeterminer. Encyclopedia.com states that articles, a, or, their, along with possessives, my, his, and demonstratives, this, that, are central determiners. Quantifiers such as one, two, and many are postdeterminers. So, I have a one son does follow this rule. I can't find a specific rule that I have a one son breaks, but if you look into the topic there are many such rules, some of them very specific, so we can safely assume this is its own rule. The indefinite article a cannot be followed by a cardinal number, such as 1 as a postdeterminer. Note that this doesn't include 1 as a noun such as I have a one of hearts, referring to playing cards, or part of an adjective phrase, I have a 1-ton truck. Note that this rule doesn't seem to apply to any other central determiner. I have my one son. I have the one son. I have some two sons.
The simplest explanation would be that 8 equals 1, and thus there is redundancy. The determiner theory would not explain I have the one son. Here 1 is an adjective equals single or as OED says. 2. Emphatic uses. 3.a designating exactly one, as opposed to two or more, a single. Frequently in negative contexts. Also preceded by a determiner such as any, no, some, the, this. 2002 Observer the 28th of July 24/3 a fine pub game in which you have to find the one London tube station that doesn't contain any letters from the word mackerel.
Let's look at the possible uses of a and some. They are used when you talk about a countable asterisk thing, and you're specifying how many of them you are talking about. I have a son equals I have one son, I may also have more sons, besides this one, but I am talking about this one for now. There are some problems with your approach equals there is more than one problem with your approach. An apple fell on my head equals one apple fell on my head, perhaps another one fell later, but I'm talking about this one for now. The reason I have a one son is invalid is because one son is not countable. It doesn't make sense for there to be two one sons, or even one son. In response to comments on the question, I have a one son family is valid, because one son family is countable. There are 10 one son families living in this block of flats. Another interesting case is I rolled a 1 when rolling dice. This is also valid. If you had 5 dice, you could say, I rolled 5 ones. Asterisk to be precise, a and are used before countable things, while a summer can also be used before quantifiable things, like water. With a summer you can state either a how much or a how many.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.